Hi, I'm JC Bills. I'm a senior at Henderson County High School, and I'm also a part of the first graduating class of TBJ, and I'm here to thank my teachers. I had an interesting take on preschool because it was the year that I got diagnosed with my autoimmune disease. I have an autoimmune disease called juvenile dermatomyositis. So when I was 4, it caused my immune system to attack good tissue, which ultimately led to me not being able to walk, which was my preschool year. And while I was here, they were just so accommodating and fought for what I needed, especially through the diagnosis process. When I started preschool, I was a perfectly normal 4-year-old, and then by Christmas, I couldn't open my own Christmas presents, and by February, I got diagnosed and I couldn't walk. Luckily, I'm in remission now, so I no longer have to deal with that, but that was such an important part of my preschool year. This is Miss Heather Dooley. She was my preschool teacher. She's gone through me and my sister now, so she's been a part of my life for a very long time.
So when JC came to us, she was a fun, bright 4-year-old. We loved her so much, and I remember in September she was jumping and running, and by October, Miss Laura and I noticed that she was struggling sitting crisscross. She was struggling walking down the hallway. So she had lots of time that she went to the nurse's office, and Miss Debbie helped us a lot whenever she was here, and we just didn't understand what was going on. So we asked her mom, I do think you need to take her to the doctor. We're really not sure what's going on. Miss Laura and I spent many nights trying to figure out what was going on. We looked lots of things up on Google, and we pretended to be the doctors. Of course, we're not doctors, we're teachers, but we knew something was wrong. By November, December, I packed her around most of the time, and finally someone said, do you want to get her a wagon? And we didn't know how JC would take the wagon because she kind of was a pretty stubborn 4-year-old. She liked to do things for herself, but we did get her the wagon, and she rode on the wagon. There was one time she tricked me a little bit in the cafeteria and told me, because she did have some trouble swallowing sometimes, and she tricked me, and she was not choking, but I did think she was choking, and I ran as fast as I could to get her somewhere. And by the time we got down the hallway, she said, well, that was fun. And I said, oh, JC, don't do those things to me. You almost gave me a heart attack. Miss Laura was my assistant then, and she had another family that had autoimmune, and she said, Heather, let's look it up. Maybe this is what it is. Come to find out, every symptom that JC was experiencing that this other student had. Mom was like, the teachers say it's this, and he said, there's no way a teacher is gonna know what's going on in a medical field, but he read it, and he said, wow, these teachers are right, this is what it is. And after that, JC started going to Louisville
to a rheumatologist
for treatments, and we kept up with her for a long time and made sure she's still here today. We still keep up with her and make sure that she's healthy, and she is going to be a nurse. And we're very proud of her.
Thank you, and I love you.
I love you too.
I remember so much of my preschool year because of y'all and how much y'all put in the effort for me and just fought with me.
Always.
I'm gonna start crying too.
We've kept up with you. We've made sure that you're healthy. We've made sure your other schools knew all about you. And knowing the fact that you still have that bond with us, from preschool, that shows a lot about TBJ and our relationships that we're building, and we're building that community together, and we appreciate that you come see us and you make sure that we know you're doing good, and we loved having your family and things like that, so we still appreciate that you do come and visit, and we'll always be there for you, anything you need. I can't believe I'm graduating.